So you're looking to start a YouTube channel in 2025? Well, you're in the right place. Over the last few years, we've grown 2 channels from 0 to 100,000 subscribers, gaining 80 million views in the process. And in this guide, we're going to share our complete blueprint covering every single step to set up your channel from scratch and grow your audience. Whether you're a business or a solo creator, you're going to learn how to boost your views from day one by using the right settings, as well as the overall strategy that we use to get to 1,000 subscribers in record time. So let's start with some hard truths. Most new YouTube channels fail before they even post their first video. In fact, if these settings aren't right, your channel will be built on shaky ground. You won't get views, you won't get subs, and you'll quickly get stuck in small channel jail. So whether you're starting a channel for your business or for yourself, how do you get straight to YouTube success in 2025? Well, there are 5 things that you need to get right before you even start uploading. So let's head straight over to YouTube and hit create a channel. And before we dive into the actual settings, there's something much more important that we need to nail down. You first need to know what your channel is for and what sort of value it provides to your audience. In other words, you need a mission statement. The key to success on YouTube in 2025 isn't to make videos for the algorithm, you need to make videos for people. Behind those numbers that you see inside your analytics are real people who come to your content for a specific reason. A former YouTube strategist recently shared on LinkedIn that the big winners on YouTube in 2025 will be creators with strong strategies and a deep understanding of their audience. And once you know exactly what type of person you're making videos for, it's much easier to both set up a channel and start making great content. So to nail down your mission statement, you need to answer 2 simple questions. What kind of content will I make? And who is the content for? And we'll be turning those answers into a short sentence. I make videos about X because Y. So for example, for my new channel, I want to make videos about social media growth because I want to educate people on the best ways to grow their audience with video. If I wanted to start a travel channel, I might write something like, I want to make travel content because I want to show people some hidden gems from around the world. And the more specific you can be with your mission statement, the better. So go ahead and take a few seconds to write down your mission statement, because this very simple sentence is going to inform every single decision during the setup of your channel, including the name. Much like a viral YouTube thumbnail, a great channel name in 2025 needs to be extremely clear even from a single glance. Your channel name is going to appear on the homepage, in the recommended sections, and very clear branding is going to help draw attention to your videos. Essentially, you want people to know what your channel is about as quickly as possible. To help you brainstorm a great channel name, you could add your mission statement into ChatGPT to help you come up with some ideas. But for me, keeping things very, very simple is always the best way to go. For example, this channel that you're watching right now is called Veed Creators because we want to target video creators who want to succeed on social media. If I was going to start a Veed travel channel, I would just call it Veed Travel. And you should keep things exactly the same with the rest of your branding. When it comes to artwork, you need to imagine that your channel is a billboard on a busy highway. Cars are passing quickly, so you want them to notice your product even if they're speeding past at 100 miles an hour. So you want to create some banner artwork and a profile picture that both speaks to your mission statement and is extremely clear. Again, your audience needs to know from a single glance what your channel is about and what sort of value it's going to provide. Our profile picture on this channel is really, really simple. It's literally just our channel name, and the purple color helps us stand out on the homepage, whether it's in light or dark mode. And for the banner artwork, we also keep that very, very simple. It's really important not to overcrowd this image. We even use a simplified version of our mission statement right there in the artwork itself. And it's important to remember that you don't need to be a graphic designer to create some great artwork. You can use AI tools like Midjourney to create some really, really cool images. So don't worry about spending a lot of money, and don't worry if you don't have any graphic design experience. So now that you've sorted all of your visual branding, we can now move on to some simple channel settings that most new creators miss. You might have already heard of the term SEO, or search engine optimization, when it comes to videos. This is when creators use relevant keywords and phrases to help their content appear in search results for their target audience. Now, most people already know that you can use keywords for each individual video, but did you know that you can actually set keywords for your channel as a whole? In your channel dashboard, hit settings in the bottom left corner, then select channel settings. And under the basic info tab, you can see a section for channel keywords. Filling out this section properly and using all of the available characters is going to help to tell YouTube what your channel is about. And when YouTube has a very clear idea of what your channel is about and what type of content you make, the algorithm finds it much, much easier to recommend it to the right people. I suggest using a keyword tool like TubeBuddy or vidIQ to find some good search terms, but I also recommend that you include your competitors and other popular channels in your niche. Again, this just boosts your chances of your content being found by the right audience. You should also go ahead and fill out the rest of the metadata in your settings. Go to upload defaults, advanced settings, and choose a category that best suits your videos. You can also use that list of keywords that you just researched to write a really good channel description. Over on your channel page, hit customize channel and scroll down to the description. And again, the more information that you add into this section, the better. The more context that YouTube has about the type of content that you're making, the more chances you have of it being recommended to the right people and getting more impressions and more views. And I make sure to include every single one of those keywords that I researched in the channel description. Just make sure it flows nicely and naturally by fitting it into sentences that make sense. And then you finally get to the biggest task of them all. For me, coming up with great ideas for videos is the hardest part of the content creation process, but it's also the key to everything. In 2025, great video ideas are much more important than video quality or stylish editing. In fact, in general, the platform is going back to basics. Videos are getting longer again, and there's a return to a much more unedited style. So before you create your first video, you need to come up with a master plan for every single video that you want to make for an entire month. Momentum is huge on YouTube, so you want to have a consistent flow of great ideas in the pipeline. And it's very important to remember that the algorithm doesn't necessarily punish you for not posting enough, but your audience might. In 2025, there is so much competition in every single video niche, but posting frequently reminds people that your channel still exists. Again, it's about optimizing for people and not robots. You can use a tool like ChatGPT Canvas to help you ideate and create a list of videos to fill out the entire month. You just need to decide on a schedule that's realistic for you. In this first month, I also recommend that you upload a channel trailer. It's a video that should work in tandem with your branding and your mission statement to tell your new audience exactly who you are. Again, you should use your mission statement as the central message of your trailer, and just try to keep this video as short and snappy as possible. So now that we've built some solid foundations for a great channel in 2025, how do you get to those first 1,000 subscribers? Growing a channel from 0 subscribers can often feel like an impossible task until you flick this switch. It took us an entire year to reach 1,000 subscribers on this channel, but back then, we made a huge mistake. In that first year, we uploaded 35 long-form videos, which got us 259,000 views. But in our second year, everything changed. We went from 1,000 to 100,000 subscribers in just a few months with this 5-step blueprint for success. And it all starts with a complete mindset shift. Now, bear with me because this is going to sound a little bit strange, but the main reason why we grew so much more in our second year on YouTube is because we stopped focusing on gaining subscribers and focused on getting more views instead. And I honestly think had we made this change 1 year earlier, we would have grown much more quickly in those first few months. So the mindset is this. Every single viewer on your channel is a potential subscriber. So within your first few months on the platform, you need to be focusing on getting as many views as you possibly can. As you can see, the subscriber growth on my channel was pretty flat until around March, April 2023, when it started to go crazy. And if you line this graph up with the views graph, you can see pretty clearly that more views equals more subscribers. And we gained tens of millions of views on this channel by doing one simple thing. We posted our first YouTube short. Love them or hate them, posting YouTube shorts is essential in 2025 because they offer you the biggest possible outreach. The fact is that short form videos are pushed much more aggressively by the algorithm than long form videos, and that's clear to see in the numbers. Our most viewed long form video is about what happens when you buy fake YouTube subscribers. As of today, it's sitting on 700,000 views and it gained just under 5,000 subs for the channel. And don't get me wrong, these numbers are really good, but then we turned it into a short. The shorter version of this exact same video is currently sitting at 15 million views, and it brought 60,000 subscribers to my channel on its own in less than half the time. And there are multiple other examples of this working on our channel where we take a successful long form video and turn it into YouTube shorts. But saying that, focusing entirely on shorts could be a mistake. Whilst shorts do get more views and subscribers than long-form videos, the value of those numbers is very different. Shorts viewers tend to be much more transactional, only really engaging with videos in the shorts feed, whereas long-form viewers tend to be much more engaged, leaving comments and crucially coming back to watch more videos. This is the blueprint that works for us. For every long-form video we make, we create at least 1 or 2 shorts based on the exact same idea. And trust me, this style of intentional repurposing is a game changer for consistency and your channel growth. And when it comes to repurposing, there are two different methods that we like to use. The first method is by far the easiest, and that's creating clips from your long-form videos. Once you've finished any long-form video or podcast, you can upload it to our Clips AI tool, which automatically finds the most interesting sections of the video and splits them up into shorts with subtitles automatically. Obviously, using a tool like this is a massive time saver, and it works particularly well with talking head videos or podcast style content. But the method that we've used to gain the most success on this channel is manual repurposing. This is where we take a successful long-form video, condense our original script down to the bare essentials, and re-record that script to fit the shorts platform. We even reuse a lot of the same animations and text styles from the long-form video. Obviously, it is more work than using AI, but we found that the results are a little bit better. But the single biggest reason why our YouTube shorts got millions of views over the last 2 years is the ideas. And when it comes to video ideation, a lot of new creators make exactly the same mistake. Once again, this is going to sound a little bit strange, but as creators on YouTube, you can't be too original with your ideas. But let me explain. MrBeast gets a lot of credit on YouTube for his insane video ideas, and rightly so, but the truth is, not many of these video ideas are completely original. For example, this video that got 100 million views on MrBeast's channel was actually made a whole year before by Yes Theory. Now, the style and presentation of these two videos are very, very different, but it goes to show that even the biggest creators are being inspired by others. So if you want to grow fast in 2025, you need to find the best proven concepts in your niche, put your own spin on them, and plan to make both long form and short form content from the same idea. Once again, you definitely shouldn't copy another creator's content exactly, but you should get inspired by what's out there. Even my buying fake subscribers video has been done many, many times before by many different channels. But I took an existing idea, I put my own spin on it, my own unique perspective, and it did really well. Which brings us back to our content calendar once again. This method is going to help you build the most consistency possible. Now, we spoke about a content calendar in a bit more detail in the last video about how to get started on YouTube with the best possible settings, and you should definitely check that out right here. But essentially, you need to be planning your videos at least 1 month in advance. Knowing your priorities and hitting your deadlines is going to help you grow a lot faster. If you don't post videos, then you're not going to grow. I've fallen into the trap before of being a perfectionist with my videos, pushing back deadlines over and over again. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't post videos, you're not going to grow. So hitting those deadlines is so important, even if you're not 100% happy with the final product. And when it comes to uploading, there's also an important myth to bust here. The algorithm doesn't actually punish you for not uploading videos. But whilst the algorithm won't punish you for not uploading videos, your audience actually might. Sadly, online attention spans are very, very short. And if there's not a consistent flow of content coming from your channel to your audience, they might even forget that you exist and move on to different creators. And if you're keen to learn even more about how we got 10 million views with YouTube Shorts last year, you should check out this video next.
Alright, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMM Shiba and SMM Dodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.